The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Rabbi Levine used to visit the hospitals, and everyone that needed a refuah shalema, they knew that Reb Aryeh, if he found out about them, he would come to visit. So he went to Bikur Cholim Hospital to be Mevaker Cholim. One of the staff members, a big tzaddik, was very sick. Reb Aryeh sat next to his bed in order to try to speak to him. While they were trying to communicate, the patient lost consciousness. He wasn't conscious. Reb Aryeh called the doctors. The staff brought in oxygen. They began to work on him. For over 2 hours, they worked, b'mesiras nefesh, ben chaim l'moves, between life and death. And they revived him. It was unbelievable. When he came to, Reb Aryeh remained the entire time, asked the patient how he was. This tzaddik explained that he was brought to the base in Shalmaila. He was brought to the heavenly court, and there they were sitting in judgment. Hundreds of thousands of malachim, of angels dressed in white, came. And they were created by all the mitzvahs and all the schuyos and all the chasodim that he had done. Afterwards, there were different malachim that came, said dressed in black. Those malachim were the averis. They were created from those sins that he had committed. One said he didn't daven 100% properly. The other one said that he one time ate something that wasn't 100% okay. When the averos were done, the tshuva remained. The balance was 50-50. The judges debated what the verdict would be. One of the Gedolei Yerushalayim showed up, who was on the vad of the Bikur Cholim, and he was nifter years ago. He entered. All the dayanim stood up in the base in Shalmaila in the heavenly court and asked why he was there. He explained that he had learned they were judging Rabbi Yosef. Rabbi Yosef he knew because he was one of the people who was on the staff when he was the head of the committee. He was coming to testify that Rabbi Yosef did his work 100%, did his chasodim with the greatest of nemanus, with the greatest of honesty, with the greatest of kind of self-sacrifice. It was decided that since the Rav spoke so highly of him, they would allow him to go back into this world and correct whatever he needed to correct. They let Rabbi Yosef go. He walked over mountains and through valleys and looking around. He didn't know how to get back into this world. Finally, he heard a voice call, Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yosef. All of a sudden, he sees a man sitting by a mountain. The man said, "Do you remember me?" Rabbi Yosef said, "I'm sorry. I'm not sure." He said, "I want to tell you, Yosef, when you were 7 years old, you lived in the city that I lived in. The people of the town would all invite the guests for Shabbos, but no one wanted to invite me because they thought that I ate too much. Maybe I wasn't the best guest. I wasn't bad. Maybe I wasn't the best." So everyone got a place but him. Rabbi Yosef said, "And what happened?" He said, "Well, you and your father were the last two people to leave shul. It was Friday night. Rabbi Yosef saw me, and you said to your father, we cannot leave a yid without a place." At first the father, if you remember, he was reluctant, but you kept pleading with him. Finally, he agreed to take me home for Friday night and for the Shabbos Suda after davening in the morning. It was unreal. We never met again. I always wanted to repay you and your father for your kindness and your mama. Now, what happened was, I wanted to see what I could do for you. Rabbi Yosef had to get back into the world, and this man showed Rabbi Yosef the way to go, and finally he woke up in the hospital. Can we estimate the value of Achnasas Orchim? Can we estimate the value of a chesed?
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org